In the league yesterday, things went particularly well for us yet again. However, we have an even bigger game today. Despite playing Liverpool and Arsenal yesterday, it gets even bigger today. Leicester at home, and then it's Manchester City. It's first versus second. Absolutely a winnable game, though, given the form that we're in, regardless of the fact that City are the best side outside of ourselves in the Premier League so far this season. We're 7 points clear of them, 11 points continually clear of Spurs, and even further of everyone else. Still the best goal-scoring record in the league, still the best defensive record in the league. Remarkably, this Manchester United side, despite all of our frustrations at the summer transfer window, is just destroying the league. 0-0 as I come on in the 61st minute here against Leicester on the bench after a disappointing performance against PSV last time out. Oh, actually, we beat Arsenal by 2-1. I got an assist in it and it dropped me to the bench, but I then tried to get myself back into the starting lineup with a relatively straightforward result against PSV and wasn't able to do so. So it is on me for not making the most of that PSV performance, but we're on up top here, and this time, hopefully, we'll be able to get the individual performance that will lead to a team result and me back in the bloody starting lineup for the game against Manchester City. Because that's pretty important, isn't it? I was a bit close to the defender then for a moment. Get that round the corner. You offside, Shoretiri. No, he's dummied it. Showed good intelligence there, Shoretiri. Parisi finds me. I'll find Tim. He's gone for goal. Calm down, Tim. I know you've had a couple of opportunities and a couple of goals this season, but to score from there, not so sure, mate. David Teixeira apparently on the move at Everton, but we're not worried about that in a minute. Holy moly! We need to be worried about what Leicester City are doing. What they just did was hit the bloody bar, and now they have scored. Leicester 1, Manchester United 0. We don't concede many. We certainly don't fall behind in many. Not in the Premier League anyway, but we are behind now. Can't believe it. 1-0 down here against Leicester. We've only lost one game. We've only not won on 2 occasions. We've drawn 1, lost 1, and won every other game in the Premier League this season. But we are on the brink here of not doing anything against Leicester City and losing a second game when you have the opportunity against Manchester City in a few days' time to go and extend the lead at the top of the table. It might only be the chance to get the league back to where it was from today. Try and show some legs here against the defender. I'm getting away. Can I finish the chance? The answer is yes. Let's go and get that ball. Oh, I wanted to go and get the ball. Let's get it back up the other end to the halfway spot. And let's go and get a winner, please. Just got the legs to get away there. My overall sprint speed is much higher than my acceleration now, isn't it? Something like 68 sprint speed, but 69... Sorry, 68 acceleration, but 79 sprint speed. And it is the overall sprint speed that got me that goal. Able to keep going, stay ahead of the defender. At least we might well pick up something from this game against Leicester. My 17th in 16 Premier League games. But 1 point, really, for me at least, isn't good enough. I want us to win. I want us to win so that we can at least maintain the gap to City to head into the game to hopefully beat them. If not, extend the gap if they drop points. They could, of course, lose on this particular match day, Manchester City, but it is unlikely. They did lose at home to Leeds, however, yesterday. But we might yet lose this one. We need to get a tackle in. We need to get a tackle in soon. And we're not doing so. We have done now. Iker Bravo on the counter. I'll call for the ball over the top. It's not in behind, though. I needed it right in behind. Through ball, through ball, through ball. I'm in. Ish. I need support. It is arriving. I'll just pull this back. Sheldrup! It would have been outrageous if we'd have won it from the edge of the box with an overhead kick from Andreas Sheldrup. It wasn't to be. It isn't to be. We will draw against Leicester. But, well, it could have been much worse, couldn't it? Still could be. No, they've gone backwards. That'll be game, I think, at 1-1. Ref. If they score now, I am so angry. They will not. We'll draw against Leicester. We have to hope that Manchester City also dropped points. Otherwise, the gap could be bigger if we beat them in the next game. But it won't be as big as it could have been. They forest away, Manchester City, so you expect that they've won that. I got all my objectives, so I'm into the starting lineup for the game against Manchester City. And they did win that game. So they've closed the gap to 5. Now it could be 2 by the end of play today. Alternatively, we could up the gap to 8. Please let us win this game away from home at the Etihad. Objectives. I'll go for the shots on target, again, because it's Maverick. They want an 8.5 from me here. Not sure about that, pal. But if we can perform in this game, like we did in yesterday's episode, and not how we have done so far in today's, then we stand a chance here against City. Buckley could play me in here. There was at least a little bit of a gap. That hit a hand. It'll be a free kick in a decent position. No, I don't want to take this. Anthony can, and hopefully he can put it on a red head. My red head. No, he's put it into Ederson's hands, and everybody ended up on the floor. Come to me again. Try and get this to Osimhen if I can. I've done well. Sheldrup is going to need support. It's arriving. It might open up for us here. It has. 1-0 Manchester United. Someone put in the comment section most recently, have faith in your dribbling, Ches. And I have done in yesterday's episode and today. I've taken a little bit longer when in possession and taken on a couple of one-on-ones that ordinarily I wouldn't have because of my guys' great ball control and dribbling, and it's worked. We've taken the ball past Eder Militao there and bent it past the goalkeeper. 18 goals in 17 games in the 29th minute. The league leaders lead. Kabore into Gavi. Tchouaméni. They're going to try and get themselves back here. Manchester City, what can they do? Build really nicely, in fact. And Haaland draws the save out of De Gea. That's the warning shot. That's the don't get too comfortable with just a 1-goal advantage warning shot. To let us know that City are very much still in this. Hopefully, we can hold on. Tchouaméni, Gonçalves, Gavi, tackled by Eric Garcia. We need that best defensive record in the league to show itself again. Gavi into Erling. And across to Foden. Haaland around the corner. Good save by the keeper. And if anyone was going to win that headed effort, it was going to be Erling Haaland. Manchester City are level. Over 100,000. Oh, ref. No red card because he would have stopped play immediately. So whoever it was that challenged me there will get away with it and stay on the pitch. Victor's in the box. Back to me. Spun. Trust your dribbling, Ches. Shot blocked by Ramirez and Militao will get rid of it. Sheldrup, I perhaps could have looked to try and play the pass to. Yeah, Gavi did pick up the booking. Okay, good. To Pedro Gonçalves. He does have multiple players with him in support. Issa Kabore being one of them. He's taking his sweet time, but clearly City have seen the way that we play high-tempo stuff and are just slowing it down. Trying to play their own way and maybe hope that because we'll get frustrated that it's so slow, we'll actually try and up the tempo too quickly when we do in possession and make mistakes. Haaland to Gavi. Gavi to Vitinha is going to fall kindly for De Gea. They will not take the lead in this fixture. And so far, neither side has the lead in this fixture. A draw is good enough for me to keep the gap at 5. But to open the gap up to 8 would be a dream if we can sneak another goal. Tim, this is brilliant. If it works. Oh, which it nearly did. Trying to fool the defender with a back heel looking for Victor. When perhaps I was the more obvious pass. Excellent defending from City that might give them the opportunity to push forward and win it late on. We could win it late on. Can we win it late on? Anthony. Tim. Over the top looking for Sheldrup. To me. Oh, no! We don't win it late on. It is a 1-1 draw. I had Militao on toast so many times in that game, but we just couldn't force a second goal. There is no giant gap at the top of the Premier League, but we are still more than a game away from Manchester City. So we are able to allow ourselves, not that we want to, but we are able to allow ourselves another slip up and still maintain top spot. But it goes without saying, we want to ensure that there are no slip ups. We want to keep that gap at 5 points as long as we can till we play City again. It's Everton at home next. Despite our goal-scoring antics last season and our Champions League run and the goal-scoring antics we've had so far this season, Erling Haaland wins the Ballon d'Or. I really thought we had a chance of winning it this year. I'm so pissed that I haven't won the Ballon d'Or. I genuinely thought now was my moment. And of course I come back from looking at that article and then there's Erling just sat there grinning at me. Absolute bastard. Right. Let's go and beat Everton and make ourselves feel better. Maverick, dribble percentage is going to be easily done. Let's get a dub, please, now. Today's episode is not good enough. If we draw this or lose this, then we might as well have let City beat us and just lose the lead in the league entirely. Anthony, Sheldrup to me. Oh, it was destined for the top corner. It's a good save by Anana. Andre Anana in goal for Everton is a really good signing. That's not headed my way, but Shoretire wins the header. And that's straight into the keeper's hands again. Ingos Duarte. Look for Sheldrup first. It's going to come to me. Sheldrup's going to make that run. I didn't really have the body angle for that. We've won it back though, Shoretire. Oh, I'm trying to get it to Andreas again and trying to intercept it. Deary me. Oh, why have you played a pass there, Andreas? We've not had a scenario for a while where I've been really, really annoyed at a teammate not shooting. But Andreas Sheldrup should have pulled the trigger there. We should be 1-0 up. We're getting there. We're not there yet in this fixture. But you can feel a goal coming. Surely a goal is coming for Manchester United here. Sheldrup played in, finds me. Spin well. Oh, but it's bending wide. Tomine, Shoretire to me. Sheldrup's begging for it. Give it to Anthony. Sheldrup. So very nearly to Shoretire. So very nearly if we get taken a 1-0 lead in this game. Finding the breakthrough. It's proving rather difficult at the minute. We do still have, I think, the best goal-scoring record in the league. But scoring goals has not been straightforward for us today. No more than one in either game. Am I onside here? I am. Oh, please! McTominay! That goal is gaping, pal! He's missed an open goal! Maybe it's not our day today. McTominay with the ball. That's a lovely header. He's made up for it. We're in behind and we're in front. I'll go and celebrate with him. I was just absolutely destroying him for missing an open goal, but then he's gone and played the most worldy of flicked-on headers over the top, and we will go in at half-time 1-0 in front. Mr. McTominay, I will let you off, sir. 19 goals in 18 games. Duarte, theirs, not ours. Ball forward nicely to Madere. Colin Mawani trying to dupe the defenders into a mistake, or... Oh, wow, David De Gea. How's he saved that? The clearance isn't great. That one's better. Oh, that's such a big save by Dave. Cannot underestimate how important that stop was. Lovely turn by Anthony. He will look for me down the line. Sheldrup's going. Sheldrup's going. Go on, Andreas. He's in. And shot blocked. It's got to be a red head on that. It's a red chest on it instead. McTominay's there. Could go for it. Could have gone for a worldly shot. Tried to slot me in. It's not worked. There's more goals in this. Potentially for either side. Teammates around me here. Just need to find one of them. Modere. Lovely ball into the path. Silas. Straight at the keeper. Anywhere but there. And it's 1-1. Poor from the Everton man. Really poor. won't get a more obvious opportunity for the rest of the game, you don't think? Tim slaps that clear. Here's Dardai. Silas, little back heel. That's, again, comfortable for the keeper to deal with. He's been called into action quite a bit, David De Gea, but other than that one save that was very impressive in the first half, Everton haven't been that good at creating top quality chances. They're creating chances, but the quality of them hasn't been great. Shoretire now on the run down the wing. I'll call for the cross. It's in. It's my way. My header is blocked by a defender. Oh, it hit my arm. Piss off, did it? Win that header. Well up. Ches. Good. Sheldrup. Shoretire. Oh, what a ball. It's been all about the assists. These 2 goals I've gotten in this game to give me 2-0 on the scoreline and 2-0 in the amount of goals we've scored this season in the Premier League. It's been all about the assists. That ball from Shola Shoretire is delicious. The sort of stuff that you feed on as a striker. In behind. That's top quality. The 2 goals today have 2 of the best assists we've seen from our teammates, all save. If I'm honest, all save. One that springs to mind was a first-time pass from Harvey Elliott for England that was quickly played over the top. Might have been in the Euros, might have been in a friendly pre-Euros. It was a spectacular assist. Might not have been first time either, but I think it was. He just sprung it long and over the top, and we raced on behind to score. And that, from Shoretire, was right up there too. Here's Sheldrup looking for options. He's trying to force that to me and just doesn't look to try and pass to another teammate. Thankfully, it's not going to cost us. If we were still desperate for a goal, I might have been a bit more annoyed at him there. McTominay's let that run, and there's 5 minutes to go here. I mean, don't rule Everton out. They have had chances. That would have been a nice assist, the little scoot pass. Sheldrup does well to get to that, but can't recover possession. 3.5 minutes to go. Hopefully, City drop points. The gap, 5, could grow to a maximum of 8. But 8 would be great. We are going to get the dub here. 2 goals for me. Loving life. Sheldrup, we might be 3. Trying to replicate the assist from a moment ago. Oh, and they nearly gave it to us there. Onana taking his time as he needed to. That'll be game. That's going to be a 2-0 Manchester United win at home against Everton. Good. I needed that for my own confidence in the team, really, after the draw against Leicester and then the draw against City. To come into the game against Everton and get the victory is inspiring for the rest of the season. City don't play today. They might have played the day before. They might play the day after. I've dropped into the bloody subs bench again, but we'll train and get ourselves back into the starting lineup. City played the day before and they were victorious. They played on Friday night. Our next game is Newcastle, which will be the halfway stage of the season. Our former team, of course. Then it's Nottingham Forest and West Ham United. Then it's January transfer window time. The FA Cup will come soon as well. We want to try and win the cup if we can. Also, if that's a possibility, we will train to get ourselves back into the starting lineup. I certainly think scoring 2 goals in a 2-0 win is worthy of holding your starting spot, don't you? Right then, join me for the next one tomorrow, where we'll get ourselves through a very busy Christmas period, and then hopefully pick up some new signings in January. I'll see you tomorrow.